Sometimes, before God promotes you, He hides you, isolates you, and lets everything around you look like it's falling apart. And that's one of the first hidden signs that He's preparing you for something greater. You start to feel forgotten, not because you've done something wrong, but because He's pulling you away from the noise to refine your spirit. Joseph was favored, yet thrown into a pit before he ever touched a palace. David was anointed king, yet spent years running from Saul in caves. That's how God works. He separates before He elevates. When the crowd stops clapping, when people you trusted walk away, when doors that used to open suddenly slam shut, it's not rejection, it's redirection. God is trimming your circle because not everyone can handle the version of you that's coming. The second hidden sign is the sudden increase of spiritual warfare. You start to notice that the very areas you thought you'd overcome, temptation, anxiety, loneliness, begin to resurface, and you wonder if you're backsliding. But you're not. The enemy always fights hardest when he senses you're crossing into new territory. Remember what happened before Jesus began His ministry. The wilderness, the fasting, the temptation. Matthew 4:11. Every new level brings a new level of attack, not because you're weak, but because you're dangerous to darkness. God lets the pressure rise so you learn to stand not in your own strength, but in His. Ephesians 6:10. The third hidden sign is that your appetite changes. What once satisfied you doesn't anymore. You find yourself losing interest in meaningless conversations, old habits, shallow ambitions. It's not pride, it's transformation. God is upgrading your spirit, tuning you to higher frequencies, and the things of this world no longer fit your renewed soul. You crave peace over attention, purpose over applause, and truth over comfort. That hunger, that restlessness, is proof that you've outgrown your current level. The fourth sign is that God begins to test your obedience in small, inconvenient ways. He tells you to forgive someone who never apologized. He tells you to give when you barely have enough. He tells you to stay silent when everything in you wants to defend yourself. These aren't random trials, they're divine evaluations. Luke 16:10 says, "Whoever can be trusted with little can be trusted with much." God is checking your heart posture, because promotion in the kingdom isn't about skill, it's about surrender. Before He expands your territory, He tests your humility. He wants to see if you'll still serve when no one sees you, if you'll still pray when nothing changes, if you'll still trust when the path makes no sense. The final hidden sign is divine disruption. Just when you think you have everything figured out, God shakes it. Plans fall through, opportunities collapse, people shift, routines break. It feels like chaos, but heaven calls it construction. Romans 8:28 reminds you that all things, not some but all, work together for your good. That closed door wasn't punishment, it was protection. That delay wasn't denial, it was preparation. When God is about to promote you, He'll make sure nothing in your life can remain average. He'll strip away your comfort to force your growth. He'll interrupt your schedule to align you with destiny. You may not recognize it now, but the storm you're standing in is carrying you straight into the promise He spoke. So if you're feeling hidden, attacked, restless, tested, or disrupted, don't panic. Rejoice. Heaven is moving. God is preparing the table in the presence of your enemies, not after the battle, but in the middle of it. Psalm 23, verse 5. Promotion doesn't come when everything makes sense. It comes when your faith stays steady in the confusion. The pressure, the silence, the stretching, all of it is evidence that God is trusting you with more. Don't fight the process. Yield to it. You prayed for greater, and this is what greater looks like before it arrives. Uncomfortable, uncertain, but undeniably divine. Stay faithful in the hidden place, because what's forming in private will soon be revealed in